I think that would be a benefit to the city also.
That's
So
exciting.
it
I know,
was-
but I think it's
That
exciting.
was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
when you look at the zoning map, you have to go out and actually see what's on the property, because the zoning map won't show you a picture of the structure, will it?
No, but Google Earth does a great job too.
Ah!
So
Okay.
today's technology, as much as staff does still like to get out and, get a physical feel of the property, and we will on some of the larger lots, but the other stuff, I think we can Google that stuff and take a look at it in the office and see what's around there. If it's an older view, then yes, then I have no problem doing site visits.
I didn't think of Google Earth. Lewis and Clark.
This workshop for the new city's comprehensive plan takes place on Wednesday, October 25th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Woonsocket Education Center, which is at 115 Main Street here in Woonsocket. So more on this is coming up. It's time for a second message, Bob, from your law office, and then we'll take a final break here on the Coffee and program.
Thank you. Good morning. This is Attorney Bob Lauder. The second case I'd like to discuss with you this morning involves injuries sustained when an individual slipped and fell on stairs outside a home. When one's preparing for a trial, it's not unusual for the attorneys for the various parties to hold depositions of witnesses, including the plaintiff and the defendant. A deposition is a procedure where the witness is required to answer questions under oath. The questions and answers are memorialized by a legal stenographer and are available at the time of trial. The usual object of a deposition is to learn new facts and to have statements available for comparison with the testimony at the trial itself. In the case of Belmore versus Petaruti, the plaintiff testified that she didn't know what caused her to fall and that she did not try to grab the hand railing. Based upon these statements, the defendant filed a motion for summary judgment, claiming that since the plaintiff could not prove a dangerous condition existed, and there was no case against the defendant, and the case should be dismissed with a summary judgment in favor of the defendant. The trial court agreed, and the plaintiff took an appeal to the state Supreme Court. In the Supreme Court, the justices ruled that the trial judge was wrong. There remained genuine issues of material fact that could have been submitted to the jury. The Supreme Court concluded that the trial court had granted a motion upon a determination that there was no showing of a proximate cause. Supreme Court ruled that the ordinary determination of proximate cause is a question of fact that should not be decided by a summary judgment. There may be facts unknown to the plaintiff at the time and available through other testimony which establish proximate cause for the injury, and those facts should have been presented to the jury. If you'd like to discuss this or other legal matters with me, please call my office for an appointment. My name is Bob Lauder. My telephone number is 762-4550. And the disclaimer: the Supreme Court of Rhode Island licenses all attorneys in the general practice of law. The court does not license or certify any attorney as an expert or specialist in any field of practice. Thank you.
All right, Bob, thanks. More of the Coffee and program coming up. Stick around.
Krakow Deli Bakery and Smokehouse offers authentic homemade Polish food to make your next meal real special. Try our many varieties of hot and fresh pierogi with onions and dirty sour cream, or pick up golubki, kielbasa, babkas, or some fresh rye bread. We also offer a large selection of specialty and imported goods. We're open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 9 to 6, Wednesdays 9 to 5, and Saturdays 8 to 5. Follow us on Facebook to learn about our weekly specials. Located at 855 Social Street in Woonsocket, Krakow Deli Bakery and Smokehouse has all the authentic Polish foods you love.
Hi, this is Yvette Houle. Holy Trinity Parish Christmas Bazaar and Craft Fair is Saturday, November 4th, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Parish Hall, 1371 Park Avenue, which is handicap accessible. Come browse the many gifts, crafts, and much more. There will be gift certificate raffle, split the pot, theme baskets, baked goods, and special raffles. Visit Santa, give him your wish list, and take photos with the children. There will also be a children's craft area to keep the children busy while the parents shop. Kitchen will be open for lunch and will include the popular dynamites, meatball sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs, fries, onion rings, and Venus de Milo soup. For further information, contact me, Yvette Houle, at 766-5663.
All right, Coffee and on ON Radio. Thanks for joining us. Melissa Murray's here. Bob Lauder's here. Mike DeBroyce, Director of Planning and Development for the City of Woonsocket, is here. I'm Joe Callahan. Just talking about the workshop for the city's new comprehensive plan. Will take place Wednesday, October 25th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Woonsocket Education Center, 115 Main Street. Before we get back to Mike, Melissa's got the answer for us. of our question about the baseball player.
I do.
Only
and
pitcher to pitch a no-hitter on opening day, pitch a major league game at 17, and then return to school.
Yes, and his name was Bob Seller, and he's a Hall of Famer. And fun fact, he threw a fastball in a coat and tie and suit, like on the street, on the asphalt, and it was calculated to be 104 miles an hour.
Wow.
He was a good. Bob Feller was a good pitcher.
Bob Seller.
No,
S-E-
I think it's Bob Feller.
Feller.
Yes.
I could have heard.
See, I know
incorrectly.
that, Bob.
Right.
Good, good.
Bob Feller. Okay.
Very good.
I have one more question.
All
I
right.
was called in.
Go ahead.
So we were talking about people who are experiencing homelessness, and how you can't just drop them in the middle of their community because they can't access their services. So this person said, why can't we use state funds to develop a program to bus folks to appointments, etc., like once a week in each community?
That's a good idea. Good question.
That I think you should call the
That's a
Housing Trust.
logistical nightmare.
It
seems
would,
to be.
yeah, and the state doesn't have a really great track record of like getting people to and from appointments in,
you're
in a
right.
timely manner.
Well,
so
you would have to outsource that.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you do that for the
we-
senior population.
we
now.
did, and that turned out to be we didn't have a good company. It was a little bit of a disaster, right?
Tough to rely on RIPTA to offer this.
Yeah, and RIPTA doesn't. We would have to fund it. RIPTA doesn't have the money
Yeah,
to do it,
yeah.
but it's it's an idea.
Oh, well, okay. Mike, you say you've been since you got the job as director of planning development. You've been working on the comprehensive plan since you started.
Yeah.
It seems pretty involved.
It is.
And,
It was something, December makes 34 years I've been with the city. Most
Wow.
of that in public works. And, for 31, 32 years, I really didn't play much with the comprehensive plan, right? I knew about it. I knew what some of the stuff was in there. Since becoming director and now working with my third city planner, I find it very interesting. I read through the stuff and you could say, well, how quick do you want to go to sleep reading? But I mean, some of it's very interesting. It's not like it's long chapters or anything. It's got some really good stuff in there. And someone doesn't have to open up the book and say, well, it's 200 pages long or the manual, whatever we want to call it. But if you have like something that you want, like like transportation, like we were just talking about, buses, you can go into that section and read it. And I think you'll find it very, very interesting. And I think if you're want to be involved in your community, this is a great way of being involved and seeing what the roadmap is.
Okay.
I've never heard anybody talk so enthusiastically about a comprehensive plan. This is great.
Yeah, there's been previous hearings, and I've promoted those. But if someone is there an online portal where someone can go and see the current
There it is.
proposed plan?
Is it on that? Did we list it in there at all on the press
Yeah,
release?
the current draft is ready for review and is available online at woonsocketplanning.com.
Perfect.
Nice, very.
I
nice
should know
and
that,
easy.
right? But I do go on our
I mean,
website
it
because
seems-
I really like to make sure that our stuff is
Yeah.
current
And up to date,
So
yeah.
I'm glad to see that that they did get that posted on there.
Excellent.
All right. So you've had other workshops to talk about the comprehensive plan, and have you received good feedback from the public that you've actually instituted into the plan?
Yeah, I'm not saying. I mean,
Well, not every idea, but
I think we probably had 30 to 40 people at those workshops, which I'm told by our consultant is really good. And we've been really promoting this one coming up. It's the last one, and we're using the higher ed. It's a great facility to use, and a lot of our residents haven't been in there, so it's a great way to get them in there and get to tour the place. The room we're using holds 125 people. It'd be great if we maxed out. I doubt it, but I'll be still positive on that we'll get a good turnout.
That's in the old commercial building, right?
Yeah, it's on the third floor.
All right.
Great. I mean, Melissa, have you been in?
I
You were
have.
there when we opened
Yep,
it, right?
yep.
The ribbon cutting.
Yep.
And I've been in there for some meetings. Our offices used it for some of our lead hazard reduction trainings for some contractors. It's a great facility.
It's a great resource. for the
Director
community.
Jill Olson does a great job. She's a resident of Woonsocket, so it's even better. She's got a lot of energy. I love when we meet with her.
All right. So, will you be running the meeting, running the workshop?
I'll be saying some welcoming remarks, but no, we leave that to our consultants. That's what we hire
So
them
they
to
run
do.
that, and
Yes, they do.
if you have questions for this subject, go see this person.
We're
If
gonna-
it's this subject, go see that person.
We'll start off as a group,
Yeah.
and we will have some breakout boards on the different chapters, and we're not going to have it where you have to sit in a breakout session
Yeah,
and all
right.
that, but they want to have it where you're going to be given stickers, a red sticker, a green sticker. You like an idea, you put a green sticker next to it.
All right.
And we're going to try to do it that way, and we think that we'll probably get a little bit more feedback from people where they just have to go to boards and put like a red light, green light type thing, like, and then take that information. But we'll also have tables set up for comments. My staff will be there to help, facilitate, discussions and stuff.
I
All
love
right.
this.
When is this again?
So you're going to be there.
I love this. Yes.
Wednesday,
Great.
October 25th, and it's for 2 hours, 6 to 8 p.m. Woonsocket Education Center, 115 Main Street, right here in the city of Woonsocket. Bob's taking notes.
Yep. I think it officially starts at 6:30, but 6 o'clock is when you come in, meet and greet, and start walking
Say hi
around.
to
and
everybody.
It takes a little while to
Yeah,
round
a little
folks
chit-chat,
up.
Yes.
And look at drawings and
Yep,
artist renditions of different things.
They'll have some easels up there with different things put out there. We've been having meetings with the consultant, make sure that we're all set. And Monday, I have my last kickoff meeting with my staff to make sure that we're all geared up for Wednesday night.
All hands on deck kind of thing.
Not all hands, because I
No,
have
okay.
22
Oh,
staff
wow,
members.
that's a lot.
I'll probably have 5 or 6 that I think that are key to the comp plan be there for that evening.
All right, great. Well, good luck with this, and I hope you have a really good turnout for the as people take a look at where Woonsocket is going over the
Yep.
next 10 to 20 years.
Yep.
And you can have a say in where
That's,
it's going.
that's correct.
So,
That's even
that's
better for
that's,
everybody.
That's important there. All right. Other things going on in the news. We'd like to bring out the lighthearted stuff. Let's see. There's a new study out that says that ancient Europeans part of their diet was seaweed. Can you see frying that baby up in a pan?
Have you ever had
Isn't-
seaweed?
Isn't seaweed
Well,
a element of Oriental, Eastern?
Yeah. Well, so when you have sushi, that like dark colored wrap, that's
That's
seaweed.
Right.
But I've also had seaweed salad. It's
Oh.
really good. It's
Yeah?
really, really good. It's one of my favorites.
Well, according to analysis of molecules from fossilized dental plaque, prior research, according to CNN, suggests that the introduction of farming moved ancient humans away from eating seaweed and aquatic plants. An author of the study from the University of Glasgow said in a statement that it's exciting to be able to show definitively that seaweeds and other local freshwater plants were eaten across a long period in our European past.
So this leads to make sure that before you pass away, you brush your teeth really well, so they don't know what you ate, what ice
Darn
cream
right.
you had,
Like 1,000 years from now?
some muffins, yeah, because they'll be looking at your dental plaque.
Or she really liked coffee.
Yeah, mushroom coffee.
That's right. Well, here's a too bad you don't study or practice law in Colorado, Bob. Because
What are they doing there?
here's a good one for you. Over 200 decomposed bodies were removed from a Colorado funeral home.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
Can you see the lawsuits coming from the family members?
Yes, I could.
The Fremont County Sheriff's Office originally thought 115 sets of remains were improperly stored in the Return to Nature funeral home in Penrose, Colorado, but now say at least 189 were removed.
Oh my goodness.
The funeral home offers, quote, green burials in which the body isn't cremated or embalmed. Colorado law says that green burials are legal, but remains not buried within 24 hours must be properly refrigerated. And I guess they just started stacking them up.
Wow. Okay. Startling.
Yeah. I've heard about these green burials, and I've also heard about places where colleges you can donate your body.
Oh, body farms.
Body farms.
Yeah.
This is just the most amazing thing, and you just get put outside
Right.
in a farm, and then students come and study the decomposition
Right.
of the
Different
body
stages
over
of
time.
decomposition. I know about this because I have a degree in forensic technology and it's part of my study. So they have body farms.
I don't think there are any in New England
I
that I'm aware of.
don't
Last
think
I
so.
saw there was one in New Jersey.
So yeah, they have, you can donate your body.
Right.
They leave you out in the elements, but different elements, like in the winter, in the summer, in the spring.
I don't wanna be
so
outside
that
in the
way,
winter.
like they can.
I want to pick my season,
I
please.
gotta pick your season out, like summer, please. And so that 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, and they study. It's mostly like the entomology,
Right.
like the bugs, like, right? So that way they know, like, oh, we found a body in New England, and we can tell that it's 5 days old because the larva was at this stage, right? It's really, this is how we get most of our
Wow.
forensic technology info from.
We did
somewhere.
have a client
Fascinating.
recently
Right.
who made arrangements to donate their body to a particular university for medical
Study,
purposes.
yeah.
Yes,
Right.
and they had arranged that ahead of time.
Yeah.
And it was very easy to accomplish once the individual had passed away. Yeah.
All right. Well, a lot of people like to have a little legacy after they pass away.
I plan my legacy just to be the mess my daughter's going to have to clean out of the cellar.
I remember asking my parents as a kid. I said, well, "What if you're not really dead?" And kind of thing. And they plan a funeral for you. And my mother always explains to me, "Doesn't matter. Once they embalm you, that'll kill you."
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, great. Then I'm all set. All right, very good. All right, the program has come to an end. So thank you very much for listening, Mike DeBroyce, Director of
thank
Planning
you very
Development.
much.
Thanks for coming in.
See you all next Wednesday.
All right, and best of luck
Or at
with
least
the
Melissa.
with the comprehensive plan on Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. Bob Lauder, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me. Hope to see you next week.
All right, and Melissa Murray, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
All right, this is Joe Callahan. Have a great day, everyone. Stay tuned for Do You Remember? Gary Smith and the crew coming your way at 9:30 here on ON Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news.
An investigation is underway